What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be doing a video a little differently. So instead of doing a video on the Evo, we're actually going to be doing a video on modifying a Evo rocker cover so that you can fit an aftermarket catch can. So I need to do this job for a mate, so I thought why not film the process for those of you at home that are thinking about doing it or want to do it, then you can go and copy this. So we will be drilling out a hole here and cutting that off and drilling another hole there and then tapping the thread. Then also, if we go and take the rocker cover over, we have to take out these baffle plates. The main job of those is to keep the oil from exiting the breather ports and also make sure that the oil is getting splashed up and returning back onto the cams. Alright, so to get these little nubs off inside here, you're going to need a hammer and a chisel, and then you just give them a good tap. After a few taps, the tops of them just breaks off, and then you'll be able to get access to underneath these covers. The first baffle has now been removed. Now onto the next one. Now we're buffing down the little rivets so that they're flat, so then we can punch and drill our holes. Now that those are all ground down nice and flat, what we're going to do is put the baffles back on, get the center of the holes, punch them with a punch, and then we'll go over to the drill press and get the holes ready for the threads to be tapped into it. Alright, so now that the baffles have both been drilled out, we're going to head over to the drill and get our holes drilled out so that we can go and put our threads in for our baffle. Now I'm marking out the location for our next hole to be drilled. Now we're tapping out the threads for our new fittings to fit in. So it has actually been a week since we sent our parts off to get done, and we have received them back from Blackout Garage, so let's get this box open and check them out. Here is the new look for the rocker cover. Blackout Garage did an exceptional job on this, and I think it came out amazing, so big shout out to the guys over there. I'll also have a link in the description below, so go check them out. Alright, so I put the baffles in now and made sure that all the holes line up. So we will be using pop rivets to put this in because you want to make sure that these are secure. And also when you do bolts or screws, you can also run the risk of them coming loose and possibly ending up in your engine, which is what we don't want. So we're going to be using rivets. We're using a 4mm rivet for this. We drilled 4mm holes into the valve cover previously in the first half of this video. So now we'll take these baffles back off now that we know they line up. Now from factory, they did have silicone running around the outside of where these covers go, so we will be putting silicone back on there with our caulking gun here. So let's go and get that silicone on and then get these baffles refitted. Alright, so now that both the baffles are in, all the rivets are in, now we just let this silicone dry, which won't matter anyway because we'll be fitting this to the car tomorrow. Also, just want to thank Onnit Performance for coming through with these fittings for me for the valve cover. So if you need anything Raceworks or any fuel stuff, go head over to Onnit Performance. It should be popping up on the screen now, and the link will be in the description below. So let's get these fitted on. Alright guys, if you made it this far, I just want to thank everyone for watching the video. Hopefully that will help you if you want to go and do that to your own valve cover. So if you want to stay tuned, I'll show you some more tips and tricks as we get through this build. So stay tuned and keep an eye out for the next one. Drive safe, guys.